Talk to your doctor about heart failure treatment options. Because the more you know, the more likely you are to keep it talking. Also, let's continue. This is a big show, baby.
How's everybody doing? Just want to give you a last minute evening little message.
More than 1,300 smokers die each day, and 9 out of 10 smokers.
There's a very, very important message I want to share with you tonight. I'm getting ready to go lay it down. I'm already late. I'm past my bedtime. And what I want to share with you is something that came up in a stream earlier tonight about economics, the importance of economics. When I talk about this, and I'm extremely passionate about this, welcome everyone, whether you're in Edmonton tonight or whatever part of the world you're in, man. Edmonton, London, Chicago. Look, economics, nobody's telling you this. Okay, I'm not talking about money now. I'm not talking about sales. I'm not talking about however you do it. There's millions of ways to create money. There's millions. There's so many ways, I don't even understand them all. Mercedes, thanks for the share. Economics, if you look it up in the dictionary, and you should, okay, you live on a planet that is economic in nature. It is an economic planet that we live on. Period. Okay, there's no way to get around this truth. Now, I have been interested my whole entire life in more than just money. I have probably been more interested in my spiritual development than any other thing. But regardless of your faith, your religion, agnostic, atheist, Christian, Muslim, whatever you are, wherever you are in the world tonight, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will be faced with economic decisions tomorrow. Maybe before you go to sleep tonight. You will be faced, you will consider before the day is over tomorrow, something that involves economics, finances, you paying for something, you borrowing money to do something, you investing money to do something, whether it's making an investment in a company or stock or a piece of real estate, or you invest in yourself. The only reason anybody would do any of those things is to improve the quality of their life. Money by itself is look, this is debt right here. Even cash currency is debt. It is vital and critical. And I'm not talking about schools now, but I'm talking about your own personal commitment to an education about economics. If you look it up in the dictionary, the word economics originally back 700-800 years ago meant managing a household. So if you manage a household, if you're single, you're managing a household. If you're married, newly married, like my friend Jared and Sandy, they're going to have to start managing their household with economics, with finances. Somewhere in your lifetime, you are going to run across times that are very, very difficult again. It is my belief that the U.S. economy will have another violent turn down. And one of the reasons, in addition to me wanting to help people, one of the reasons I do so many of these streams is because I know that day is coming. It's closer today than it was 5 or 6 years ago. It will be brutal and ugly. And at that moment, just like tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, you're going to have to confront economics. Paying for something. Do I buy this or do not buy this? Do I get this or not? Do I put this off or not put this off? Should I get grants, Cardone University, and spend the money? What if I don't use it? Should I buy a book? Should I not buy a book? Economics, or your kids need tennis shoes, or they need to go to a school, or you want to send them to a better school, or they get sick, or is my health care going to be covered? What's politics going to do? What's the government going to do? The government will do nothing. Economics has nothing. Your economics has nothing to do with the government, except that they make bad decisions. So my message to you tonight is you must make economics the most important issue in your life. Even if you're a highly spiritual individual and you want to spend your time in meditation and be peaceful, you want to be peaceful by yourself? If you don't want to be peaceful by yourself, okay, then you need economics so that you can help other people gather with you and find this state of peacefulness, whatever that means. If you want to help your church, if you want to help a charity, if you want to solve cancer, if you want to make sure that we don't have cars or we don't use too much oil, or that people in parts of the world that won't eat for the next 24 hours are able to eat, or you want to solve the problem of the pharmaceutical companies over-medicating the population, whatever problem you want to solve. Maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe you want to be famous, or you want to get branded, or you got a piece of music, or whatever the deal is, right? Look, economics must become the most important issue in your life. It's something you need to think about and work on every day, improving your economic situation, which is managing your household, paying your taxes, cash flow, okay? Having enough money to reinvest in yourself, making your skills good so you know exactly you're the predominant dominating factor in the marketplace, so you can get a higher value, a higher price for the higher value that you deliver to the market. All right, so tonight, okay, tweet me out, man. I am making economics the most important issue in my life for 2016. I am making economics the most important issue in my life. And the bigger you get economically, the more money you get, the bigger your company grows, the more payroll you get, the more you're helping people, okay? If you got a great product, you got a great company, you have to expand it. You have to learn about economics. And I promise you this year I'll deliver at least 50 streams on economics, how to create cash, no matter what the business is. How to keep cash, how to multiply money, how to start investing money. That's my goal this year, is to help people, help every one of you on here right now fix your economic situation. And that will always start with you. My mom told me, and my mom wasn't an educated person, but she told me, she gave me the best piece of advice I was ever given. She said, Grant, the best investment you'll ever make is in you. And I started thinking, well, what does that mean? You know, I spent 17 years in schools. I didn't learn anything. But you see, the truth is, me going to school was not an investment in me. I was not thinking about an investment. I was thinking about having to go to school because I had to go to school because they said I had to go to school. Here we are, you know, many years after I got out of college. I've done extremely well for myself, and I want to help other people do the same. I've been broke. I have just gotten by. I've had money and been scared, which is awful. It's terrible to have money and be scared about the money. And the truth is, anytime I've been scared is because I lack skills about something. Okay, I lack skills and know-how about something. And in my cases, anytime I've been scared about money, it's because I did not know how to create more money. That's why I was sold and believed in the whole saving, conservation, protect the money, get the best part of every deal, make sure you get the last penny, don't ever pay retail for anything. It all makes sense. All that stuff makes sense. All that stuff I can make sense of until this, until you have affluence and prosperity. Once you have affluence and prosperity, you're not going to worry about the last penny. You're not going to worry about saving $3 to drive across town to save 30 cents, or to save $3. You know, you spend 3 hours going somewhere to save $30. It just doesn't make any sense once you understand the value and importance of prosperity and affluence. The topic tomorrow at the Cardone Zone is why you should never buy a house. Okay? So many of you are out there looking at homes right now. So many times a day I get questions. Hey, I got $100,000 worth of equity in my house. What should I do? Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about why you should never, ever buy a home. If you own a home, why you should sell it immediately. Why millennials should not buy homes. Okay. Why nobody on this stream should buy a home. Unless you got $20 or $30 million stacked away, I said 20 or 30 million stacked away. You should not buy a home. You should rent. Yes, you should waste your money on rent. I'll be talking about that tomorrow on the Cardone Zone, and I'll explain to you why. Hopefully, I will convince you to avoid making what I believe is one of the biggest single financial errors that hundreds of millions of people have made in this country. Yes, you can rent I tell you what, better than you renting one of my beds here. Why don't you just come stay here one night for free and we'll just hang out and talk. 12 p.m. tomorrow. 12 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do a show on buying homes. Why you do not want to buy a home. All right, so look, to each of you out there, okay, tweet out tonight. If you tweet it out, I'll follow you. What is the tweet going to be? Yes, the tweet's going to be, I am making economics the most important issue in my life in 2016. So you can learn about economics, okay? You know, it's different than playing basketball or football or baseball. Or to learn about economics, you don't need some special talent or skill. Anyone, regardless of your race, religion, education, can learn about economics. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. As long as you have the right amount of you're thinking with the right amount of, well, how much money do I really need? Because most of us are brought up to think about too little money. We don't think about money. You're taught, don't talk about money, don't think about money. Your professors can't teach you about money. How can a guy making 70 grand a year teach anybody anything about money when 70 grand a year means you will be broke your entire life? Listen to me. You don't need money to make money. It's not a requirement. It is not a requirement. You need courage, you need nimbleness, you need mobility, you need courage, and courage. And before you need courage, you need a commitment. And the commitment is, I am going to make economics the most important issue in my life. So if you have a spouse, you got kids, they need to learn about economics, because this country, I have never been wrong on the stuff I tell you guys here. This country is going to have a rollover so heavy, so hard, so ugly. China, $6 trillion of debt may go bad in China. Okay? California's busted. Illinois is busted. We know that for sure. We know California's busted. They just won't admit it. If California rolls over, it'll roll over the entire United States. That's how big that economy is. So they'll float it up. How do they float it up? They print more paper. When they print paper, what happens? It's a tax. Okay, the printing of paper is a tax on you because the value of that dollar goes up. They got strawberries, the price of strawberries and milk goes up. That's a tax. You're getting taxed to death every day. It's called inflation, and most people do not understand inflation because they don't understand economics, because you've been taught that money's not important and money won't make you happy and you need to be happy. And who can be happy if you're worried about money every second of every day? Nobody. Come on, you know it. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning. By noon tomorrow, you will have an economic decision to make. Do I buy this grocery? Do I buy these shoes? Do I send my kids to school? Do I sell the house, keep the house? Do I make the payment now? Okay, it's all solvable. You can solve it. The government can't solve it for you. Donald Trump won't. Ted Cruz won't. Hillary Clinton won't. Bernie Sanders won't. Nobody can solve your economic problem but you, and I'll help you, okay? So tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cardone Zone. It's at Grant Cardone TV. By the way, Cardone Zone is now the #4 business podcast on all of iTunes. And we don't buy any ads. Okay? Cardone Zone, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. It's called MyGCTV. If you want the app on your phone, it's free. MyGCTV.com. MyGCTV.com. Also, if you have not taken advantage of Cardone University yet, CardoneU.com, CardoneU.com. Thanks for the heart attack. CardoneU.com. That program is it's a $13,000 tuition. It's on sale right now for $995. Okay? It is a magnificent program. We have had thousands of people, not hundreds, thousands of people have 200 and 300% returns on their investment. So regardless of what your business is, whether you sell Amazon products on Amazon, you sell on eBay, you got a sales job, you got a retail job, you got a company you're growing, you got a terrible job, whatever, I can help you fix your money. Okay? I can help you fix your money. But you got to be thinking right. You got to get your economic mentality correct. You got to get an education about money and what it really takes. And then you got to get some skills. How do I go get money? How do I go get money? There's plenty of money, man. There's money everywhere. How do I get it? Okay? How do I get it? How do I go get my money? All right? So let's get your head right. Let's get a commitment. You got to get a commitment about the economics. What is economics? What do you need? How much do you really need? What do you need to save? Okay? Why is 70 grand not work anymore? Average American makes $50,000 a year. That's what the average American makes. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. If that's what you want, then that's what you'll get. Or you could say, you know what? I'm going to do 10 times what the average American makes. I'm going to get in the top 1%. 500 grand a year, you're in the top 1%. And every person on this stream, let me tell you, every person on this stream, I don't care who you are, where you live, or what you know, every person on this stream can make 500 grand a year. There's not one person on this stream that can't make 40,000 bucks a month, 10,000 bucks a week. Okay? $1,500 a day. Every person on this stream can do that. There's that much money. All right? All right, there's only 600 people in this stream. Every one of you can do it. Who's going to do it? Who's going to make economics their most important issue this year? Because if you're willing to make a commitment to it, I'll mentor you and I'll help you get there. All right. So hit it up on Twitter. Hey, I'm making, and add my handle. Okay, at Grant Cardone. I'm making economics the most important issue of 2016 at Grant Cardone. And I will follow each and every one of you. God bless. Be great. Make economics the most important issue of your 2016. Hey, be great. All right. I want to help you. I truly want to help you. And I know you can tell that that's genuine. I want to help you. All right. Be great.